Here we are, brewing in progress. Just on my my third protein race now. I started at 40 degrees or 30 minutes. Then I went to 50 degrees for 45 minutes, and I went 65 degrees for the next 1 hour. And here we are. So we look into the here. This all steams up. All but steamy there, and this should clear up in a minute. There's a couple of hops there to add to it later on during the boil. There are Fergals and these to Kent, making a little wee red Irish red ale. I call it a wee red, just a little one I made up Beersmith. So it should be about 25 litres when it's done. There's the brew pot there. Be getting fired up shortly. I managed to actually get the whole system running on one pump. I was looking at using 2 pumps, but I said, what the hell, all I have to do is unhook this here, whack it off, and then whack it on there, and then it circulates through here instead. And yeah, there's really no need for 2 pumps. And for this, the plate chiller down here, of course. So the hot goes in the top. Then cold comes at the bottom, and then cold comes in the bottom, hot comes out the top, so it's a counterflow chiller. Basically the same thing, but just the big boys version. In here, this is the hot liquor tun, so it's all nice and hot. That's sitting at 72 degrees just now. That's the actual mash temperature, and that's the heat exchanger temperature, which is hiding down here. There's our heat exchanger here. It's got a 3 kilowatt element in there, and there's our little mash pump there. I'm going to have to change. I've got this plastic hose, which is not very nice. It keeps kind of pulling itself in when it gets warm. I'm going to change to this nice heavy silicone hose. Much better. Bit expensive. It's $22 a meter, but when you see what's this cheap stuff, this cheap $4 stuff, it just doesn't, it just sucks it in. When it gets warm, it gets all soft and pliable. It's bloody useless. So switch to the better stuff. And I'll bring you some more footage when I've got the boil going. That's where you look inside the mash tun there, and brew kettle, say. So when it's running through the plate chiller, it'll do a couple of cycles, and I've got a vortex here, so I'll just start collecting all the crap in the middle, and you'll see the port down there just slightly higher off the bottom, so it leaves all the crap behind, so hopefully get a nice clean beer out of it. I've got my 100 litre fermenter here ready to go, currently full of acid. It's already had a chlorine caustic wash through it already at 80 degrees, 85 degrees, so it's already had a wash of that. And that one's had the same done through it. So I've got a changed to using a pressure relief valve now for my fermentation. Basically, when it gets up to a bit of pressure, it just blows off the carbon dioxide through there. I can still get the option of putting a normal airlock on top there if I wanted to. Yeah, that's about it. A wee bit more fun to do. Got the old running Beersmith for the timer, so we should be back soon. Here we are, brew day 2. Just doing my English bitter. I'm just at the boil stage now. Got my first lot of hops in, and just hopefully things go better than I did yesterday. I'm using grain bags today to put my hops in, rather than just checking them straight loose. Chuck them into the grain bag and then throw that in, so hopefully she won't block up this time. Got the gas all running there, just to cover off bits of the heat from the gas is making that getting a bit warm, so I'll probably have to build a proper heat shield up there yet. I'll just weld a bit of steel up the side of it, and I'll should get a nice heat shield. Yeah, got my 100 litre fermenter there, complete with, at the moment it's got an acid wash in there. It's already had a caustic bomb through it with caustic and FML, which is chlorine based stuff there. Get a good clean up. 15 watt heating belt round it. Well, 15 times 3, so it's three loops round it. And then we're going in there shortly. And I've got my yeast starter through in the bar. Been doing a bit of sampling. That is my honey beer. That's my cider, mead cider stout. Let's had some friends around before doing some sampling. There's my yeast starter. You can see it mixing away there quite happily. And 3 beers, of course, on tap. Plus cider, which is that tap there. And complete beer fridge, of course. And if I'm really lazy, there's some bottles here, normal shite. And got my trusty Sony projector under there. Big screen, surround sound, 1, 2, 3, 4 speakers, amp, computer, and I can have computer play the Wii, Freeview or Sky down here, so if I want to watch a game or something we can. Poker table, of course, gotta have my little game of poker every so often. Yeah, it's pretty much the bar. And yeah, hopefully we'll have better success this time. We're now at the culling stage. You'll see the centrifuger working quite nicely over the steam. Yeah, you can just make it out, it's got a nice little whirlpool going there. Nice brown ale coming through there. Beautiful. Probably kind of an English style bitter brown ale. It's all running through my light colour there. So definitely cooling down nicely. A nice little swirl going on. Working like a treat. Look at all the hops are in the green bags here. That's my bid ring. No, that's the bid ring. That's the aroma, that's the flavour hops. Called cable ties. Can be useful for tons of things. Yeah, I'll just empty them out, check them through the dishwasher and ready for next time. That's from yesterday's batch, 2 packets. So I'll go convert it into pork shortly. Yum yum. And that's all now sterile and cleaned out, ready for filling. And this time I'll actually remember to close this bloody valve. Had a wee incident yesterday with this one. This one over here, I forgot to close the bloody valve at the bottom. Yeah, well. See the issue here, fermenting away nicely there. I've got the pressure relief valve there, so I can do in-vat carbonating. It's a new experiment I'm going to try next time. I've also got one on the cider vat over here. It's the same thing, so I can pressurise it. Just hook up the gas line to there and wind it up. Yeah, distilling, that's my next job. Right.